There it is, and I've got my sound somewhere. Oh, it's gonna be a pain to find this one. Let me just pause the video and find the name quickly. It's gonna take me some. Okay, I think I found it. Let me just double check if it's this. Yes, it is. Yeah. A word device. When you import sound into Unity, click on it and you should see this checkbox ticked. Is it a 3D sound? Now I'm going to turn that off and make it into a 2D sound, because when we fire a gun, we might not be able to hear it sometimes. So uncheck that and hit apply. Back onto the main player and apply the sound. There we go. Save. Back into the script. And we need to do some new if statements. I'm just going to put comments so I know what this part was about. Just going to break it apart so it's easy to read. Inside here it's going to be the graph timer business, so I'm going to put a comment, remind me what it's for. Set the graph timer and cooler. Sorry, not set, check. Check the graph time and cooler if they are greater or less than. Okay, so now that I got that done, let's start with if statements. So I'm going to say if, open bracket, open curly brace, close curly brace, and copy that one more time. There we are. I'm going to say if graph timer is greater than 0, I don't want the sound to play. And I'm going to say graph timer minus equals time dot delta time, and graph timer is less than 0, then graph timer is going to set itself back to 0. That's the end of that story. Now back to the input command. Now in here, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to call the function that I created down here. That's how easy it is. Okay, copy this and paste it into there. Simple as that. Let's go back into Unity and see if that works, shall we? Ooh. Okay, there's something wrong. The timer is not moving. Back into the script 1 second. Input.getKey. That's fine. Okay, now that's working. If it's greater than 0, I think this is where the problem lies. If graph timer is equal to 0, then we want the time to play. So it's definitely not that. If graph timer is greater than 0, minus it down. Grav timer is less than 0, then do nothing to it. Oh, of course. Sorry, guys. The are you gonna yeah, underneath our new function, underneath the audio, put grav timer is equals to cool grav cooler. So as soon as the audio is played once, we want the grav timer to be equal to the grav cooler's timing. So it gives it enough time to let the audio cool down before playing again. And this time when we walk on the gravel, it should grav glooper. I didn't put that. I said grav cooler. Alright, so I don't think there should be no problem now. That was just a rookie mistake. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm running towards it. Fantastic. Gravel sounds working. And because I hate this bloody wall that I have over here, I'm just going to change this with the gravel as well. So I'm just going to delete this. I just expand the size of this. And just shrink it down. And bring it down until it's underneath this. Like so. Just making sure nothing's flying off. The best way to find that out is if I go in here. Where is that gone? Nope, we're okay. But the gravel texture is a bit too big, I know that. Let me just shrink this, shrink the size. I just don't know the texture one is expanded like that. It looks really ugly. That's at least okay. At least you can see something. Alright, that's that done. Now let's do the wood next. And you can guess how easy that's going to be. Let's just quickly put something underneath here. New comment. And then inside this one, we're going to put a new comment just saying what it's going to do. This one's going to check wood, timer, and cooler. It's as simple as that. Okay, and now I'm going to define new variables again. Because I have these four, I just made three, sorry, I made in the last couple of seconds. Just going to paste them down here. And grav sound, I'm now going to name to wood sound. And grav timer to wood sound, wood timer, sorry. And then grav cooler to wood cooler as well. And this saves me a heap of time. And I'm going to copy this if statement in here and paste it inside the wood timer and cooler checker. And just rename these to the booleans we just made. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then we're going to make a new function, but to save time, copy this one and instead of calling it gravel sound, call it wood sound. And then wood timer is going to be here instead, and we're going to play wood sound, not grav sound. Grav timer is going to be equals to wood timer, and grav cooler is going to be wood timer as well. But we're not done yet. Now Now we want to make a new if statement that checks to see if we have collided with the wood objects. So I'm going to copy the same if statement I made over there and just change the script name. Walk on wood, I believe it was called. And the boolean inside there was called wood bool. Okay, I'm going to say if that's true, then play the wood sound. Fantastic. So that's that done.